Hi, I'm Jolene. A woman has been remanded on continuing bail charge in connection with the road crash that killed a motorcyclist. 56-year-old Mary Lowry, with an address at Green Road, Dundrum, County Tipperary, was not present at Nenagh District Court today. Tom Douglas has this report.
Mary Lowry is charged with one count of careless driving causing the death of Patrick Connolly, who was in his 50s and from Tipperary. It's reported Mr Connolly was taking part in a charity bike outing at the time of the alleged crash. Mary Lowry is accused of driving without due care and attention on the N24 at Springhouse in Bancha, County Tipperary on the 28th of December 2021. Mr Connolly died of his injuries in hospital a number of days after the crash. Garda Sergeant Cathal Godfrey from Tipperary Garda Station told today's brief hearing before Nenagh District Court the state's book of evidence was not yet complete. Ms Lowry's solicitor Colin Morrissey consented to a 4-week adjournment to allow the completion of the book. Mary Lowry has yet to indicate a plea. If convicted, she faces a maximum penalty of 2 years in prison and or a fine not exceeding €10,000. The judge granted a month-long adjournment and remanded Ms Lowry on continuing bail to appear in court again on February 22nd.
Moscow is warning Germany's decision to send tanks to Ukraine will escalate the conflict. Berlin's confirmed it will send 14 of its tanks and allow countries like Poland and Finland to donate theirs. The US could also follow suit. Kiev says it needs hundreds more tanks to respond to Russia's invasion. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has said the quantity and delivery time is critical. Several refugees who had to sleep rough in Dublin last night have been told there will be no accommodation for them tonight. The government says it will not be able to house adult asylum seekers who arrive without children in the coming weeks. There was a queue of people outside the International Protection Office seeking help throughout today. Saeed from Algeria arrived in Ireland yesterday.
I arrived yesterday. I slept in the road. Then this morning I come here for looking for somewhere to sleep and eat, of course.
The HSE says work is ongoing on assigning individual ID numbers to patients around the country. Individual health identifier numbers are needed to move to a system of electronic records. Earlier, the Oireachtas Health Committee heard how the health service is currently being held back by outdated paper records and how on one ward in University Hospital Waterford, digital records are helping to save nurses up to 45 minutes per patient per shift in admin work. The HSE's Chief Information Officer Fran Thompson says work is ongoing across hospital groups to digitise health records. More than 30 Western brand raw chicken products are being recalled because of salmonella detection. The Food Safety Authority says infection can trigger a number of symptoms. The products are sold in Dunnes, Aldi, Lidl, Tesco and BWG food supermarkets like Spar, Mace and Londis. All products subject to recall expired last week, but the labels say they're suitable for freezing. The success of the Banshees of Inisherin is already having an impact on tourism on Inishmore and Achill Island. Martin McDonagh's Oscar-nominated film has resulted in huge interest in the location where it was shot. Interest is set to grow further after it received 9 Oscar nominations yesterday. Those working in Aran Island ferries says there's already been a boost to visitor numbers. For the latest news updates, visit our website beesh102103.com.
At Ulster Bank, our team is continuing to close current and deposit accounts, along with some of our branches. At this time, if your notice period and your deadline has passed, your account is now queued for closure. All personal and business account deadlines are fast approaching. You must take urgent action. If you are still relying on your bank account and in need of more support, please contact us immediately. Visit ulsterbank.ie, your local branch, or call 0818 210 260. Call costs may vary and calls from mobiles may not be free. Ulster Bank Ireland DAC is regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland.
Beat Scores with Murphy Furniture and Flooring. Great quality and value flooring in their shops in Gorey, Wexford Town, Naas, Carlow and Tala.
First to soccer, there's more Carabao Cup action tonight. Nottingham Forest host Manchester United in the first leg of their semi-final. Ahead of the game, Forest manager Steve Cooper has said Jesse Lingard could make his return from injury against his former club. The midfielder has been out with a hamstring injury he suffered against this evening's opponents at the end of last month. To Gaelic Games, Kilmacud Crokes have 3 days to lodge a counter objection to the CCCC over the result of the All-Ireland Club Football Final. Derry's Glen lodged their objection to the result of the game, which they lost by 2 points. Kilmacud Crokes had more than 15 players on the pitch for the final passage of play. To Rugby England hooker Luke Cowan-Dickey has been ruled out of the whole of the Six Nations with an ankle injury. His boss at Exeter, Rob Baxter, says he's unlikely to return until the end of the season. Hooker is a problem for England's opener with Scotland, as Jamie George has a concussion, meaning uncapped Harlequins forward Jack Walker is likely to start. And to tennis, men's double matches at Wimbledon are to become best of 3 sets rather than 5 from this year. It'll bring the tournament in line with the 3 other Grand Slams. The best of 5 set format had been criticised, with Nick Kyrgios saying it prevented him from playing both formats. It's possible more high profile single players may be tempted to play doubles because of the change.
Coverinaclick.ie.
Low cost car insurance for young drivers.
Coverinaclick.ie. Low cost insurance for young drivers.
Call 01231 9310.
City Financial Marketing Group Limited. Trading as Coverinaclick.ie is regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland.